has arrested 4 Buhari ministers in connection with a multi-billion naira fraud investigation. Baga. Everybody has been saying it, that this investigation that Obaza is doing on behalf of Tinubu, against former CBN governor, what's his name, Godwin Emefiele. Now, he has been challenged that you cannot just do this investigation. Emefiele did not act alone. He was working with some people at the executive arm of the government. And so a lot of people who were with Buhari in his government actually were fraudulent and should also be arrested. Okay. With all these challenges coming up, I'm sure that, about 9 of Buhari ministers and Buhari people that work with Buhari have been indicted so far, and out of that, I think about 4 of them now have been arrested. But again, let's dive into the details to see exactly what this EFCC is doing. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) has launched investigation into an alleged multi-billion naira fraud involving 4 ministers who served under the administration of former President Muhammadu Buhari. The former ministers were said to have laundered over 187 billion naira in 143 bank accounts. Oh boy. This even as the EFCC has arrested the government contractor James Okwete in connection with the ongoing probe into the 37 billion naira allegedly laundered by the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development under former Minister Sadia Umar Farouk. Oh boy. A top EFCC official said the contractor had made a useful statement concerning Umar Farouk and former Director General of the ministry. It is not only Umar Farouk we are investigating. 3 other former ministers are also under probe. They were allegedly involved in graft to the tune of 150 billion naira, a credible source in the EFCC told Punch. Sources said Umar Farouk had some former agencies director generals under the ministry might be arrested by the Anti-Graft Commission following the details of the financial misappropriation so far revealed to investigators by the contractor. Efforts to reach Umar Farouk for her reactions on the allegations proved abortive as her media aide Nekan Kim was also not available for comment. They go run now. They're already running and trying to look for lawyers and senior advocate of Nigeria to go and defend them and respond on their behalf. That is their way. Further investigation revealed that 37.1 billion naira was transferred from the federal government's coffers and sent to 38 different bank accounts domiciled in 5 legacy commercial banks belonging to or connected with Okwete. Top sources confirmed that Okwete, who is being held at the EFCC headquarters in Jabi since 4 days ago, had been cooperating with the operatives. Now, a source said the contractor, Mr. Okwete, who was used in laundering the money, had been arrested by the commission. He is currently detained in our custody and has been giving investigators more details that have indicted the former minister Sadia and some DGs under the ministry, and they may be brought in anytime soon as well. Now, wow. Another source said that the contractor involved in the 37 billion fraud has been arrested and would spend Christmas would have spent Christmas in the custody of the EFCC. He has given some names, and the former Humanitarian Affairs Minister and Director General in the ministry were linked to the fraud. Documents revealed that following receipt of the funds, Okwete transferred 6.7 billion naira to Bureau de Change operators, withdrew 540 million naira in cash, purchased luxury cars with 288 million naira, and bought luxury houses in Abuja and Enugu State with 2.195 billion naira. So far, 53 companies have been traced to Okwete. He was also said to have used 47 of the firms to secure federal government contracts amounting to 27 billion naira. Oh boy. He is also linked with 143 bank accounts in 12 commercial banks, of which 134 accounts are corporate accounts linked to different companies. Checks with the Corporate Affairs Commission revealed that Okwete is a director in only 11 of the 35 companies, while the remaining 42 companies accounts were linked to his bank verification numbers as a signatory to the account. So the documents reveal that between 2018 and 2023, the subject Okwete received the sum of 37 billion naira, 37.2 billion naira from the coffers of the federal government linked to the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development. The money was sent to 38 bank accounts domiciled in 5 legacy commercial banks. The suspect transferred 6.7 billion naira to Bureau de Change operators, 540 million naira withdrawn in cash, 288 million naira used to purchase cars, and used 2.195 billion naira to purchase choice properties within Abuja and Enugu. Oh boy. So 53 companies were traced to the suspect. He used 47 of the companies to lift federal government contracts amounting to 27.4 billion naira. So Okwete is associated with 143 bank accounts in 12 commercial banks. We've seen all of that. So the spokesperson for the FCC, Dele Oyewale, declined comment. I can't speak on that matter, please, Oyewale said. Hey, oh boy, this is the height of criminality. This is the height of fraud. Buhari came with the mantra of fighting corruption. Look at what is happening or what had happened under his government. It is very, 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 very terrible. I must tell you the truth. What we are seeing here shows that Buhari's government is even the most corrupt government in the history of Nigeria. I don't think whatever that happened in Babangida and Abacha's government put together is up to what happened under Buhari's government. The stealing is just something else. We thought the corruption under Goodluck Jonathan and perpetuated by some of his key officers like Disarray would have been the worst of its kind. But what has happened under Buhari's government has proven to be the worst ever in the history of Nigeria. This is terrible. Now they have arrested 4 people in connection with this fraud. I just hope that they will get more people, because almost everybody that worked with that government is indicted or must have embezzled money in one form or the other. Some are speculating that even the former Attorney General of the Federation, Malami, they need to check him. The former Minister of ICT or whatever they call him, what is his name, Issa Pantami, also need to be checked. Okay, Lai Mohammed need to be checked. The so-called Tunde Sabiu, the one that actually directed the so-called Emefiele to go and change Naira design, also need to be picked wherever he is. In fact, there are so many people that should be picked. I must tell you the truth. They must have, in fact, on suspicion, and they have to say what they know about all the fraud that have taken place under the government of Buhari. No wonder Buhari said that no minister and nobody should invite him to come to court to testify, because he will come. Anybody that invite him will definitely get it will be very bad for the person. We get the consequence. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment on this fraud issue with EFCC.